Hi, this is Gwendolyn. I'm in my just after being outside, taking in the sun, taking in the earth, stretching, really dropping in my body place. And it's raw and early in the morning, but it's that raw, real energy that I want to share after being, in my meditative space, which comes with the earth. And when it's beautiful like this, and I can be outside and I can even stretch and do all my body stuff outside, I just feel so alive. The place I live actually has a super rocky kind of yard, and it's on a busy street. So I often go down a few houses to this cemetery that hasn't. It's the old cemetery for this town I'm in. So there hasn't been anyone buried in it in well over 20 years or more. So it's like ancient. It's not the currently where people are being buried ceremony cemetery. And there's a corner of it that's not doesn't have any burials. So it's a place I go and sit, and there's so many amazing oak trees there, and I just love the trees. And there's all these little flowers blooming. There's the dandelions, and then there's the plantain flower is blooming. And they're all angling towards the sun at the same time, and I'm stretching with all of them. And it's where I go to just ground in and get present for the day. I don't even have my fancy necklace, it's just raw Gwendolyn. I'm still juicing that sun star. It lives in me. But I'm here to share the natural magic. That's what I'm here for. That's the invitation. That's actually why I do everything I do, is to really embody spirit, to fully embody our spirit and our expression here in these precious vessels we are. And we're so precious, and there's so much happening. So I just want to acknowledge that. I decided to make a video because I always have so much I want to write, and I can't always get it all down. So I thought I'd share some of it. Like, this is that energy of being in tune and with life and with creation, with the flowers and the trees and the very busy birds. I could be recording that, but I never bring my screen with me when I go over there because I take my screen break, or one of my screen breaks. So I just wanted to share that with you. And this coming week, starting on Monday the 5th, after this energy blasting 4-4 day we have, which is also Easter, the resurrection, and we had a very powerful 4-4 energy last year. And this year on 4-4 is the actual symbolism of resurrection, which is Easter, which we also celebrate with Jesus, but it also is really Ishtar and other goddesses, many other resurrecting energies of this time. But this idea of rebirth, right? Rebirth. And how do we want to be here and co-create with life? What if we're consciously birthing ourselves and consciously parenting ourselves, right? And we're doing this within the community of our family, our tribe, and the earth and the plants and the animals, all of it, right? So if you're ready for that rebirth, I'm going to be doing a special, it's 5 days. We'll do 3 in-person days starting on Monday the 5th. And we'll just be really cultivating natural magic. How do we want to grow things? And if you join with me and you stay with it, there'll be a Facebook group you can join. I'll be eventually making a different group thing. But if you are into Facebook, you can join the group there, or you can message me directly. But this is just going to be a chance for us to intentionally create some magic together. There will be a Zoom call, a short Zoom thing. Once it'll be on Monday, the 5th, and the 7th, and the 9th at 11. And they'll be short. They'll be just me sharing some magical tools. If you want to comment on them, I'll respond to some comments. And it's really, how do we grow in this world at this time? Really, in alignment with spirit. I have so many things I've been wanting to share. The following week, I'm going to be starting a special 10-week series, which the name isn't completely set, but it's really this practice of divine movements, of organic transformation and embodied living, soul-embodied living. How do we do this? This is my path. This is what I'm learning and walking, and this is what I'm inviting people to be with me in, because when we get together in it, there's so much more magic. so much more magic, right? Just so much. And I'm ready to share it. I'm ready to share the movements, and this divine movement thing will be different from anything I've done. We will be sharing from our hearts. We will be connecting, and we will work with like constellation pieces, like what movement does that. But we will also be gathering magic from the earth. How do we do that? There's nature constellations really drawing in support and resources from and with the earth, really coming into right relationship. That's what I was getting today in my meditation, is that this is really a practice of right relationship with ourselves, with the earth, with our all of our relationships, our tribe, our family, our partners, anybody we're creating with. How do we live and walk in right relationship? And we can do that. We can consciously choose to do that from the best that we can. Like, we're all learning, and we will be messy in it. We'll be messy in it. But we can learn to do that. And the more I feel like I listen and align and take the time to do that, and whenever I remember to do that, everything flows. And I'm part of this creative field, right? Part of that, I often call them the heart fields that connect us all, and things converge and move towards us. The other thing we'll be doing is we'll be doing practices, but they'll include movements, because my passion is actually embodiment, movement. That's where I come from. Over 30-something years, I've been dancing and doing movement practices since I was 15. And actually gymnastics and stuff before that. But doing dance for pleasure and aliveness and health, and since I was 15, so I'm 50. Do the math. 35 years. And but it's been my whole spirit path. It's like embodying, and then and in that, the ecstasy and the aliveness that comes in when we do that, when we live from this place, which is why I'm making this video right now, so I could share my juicy aliveness with you and that energy. So if you really feel like you're ready to live from that place and really have tools to nourish you when you get stuck, and to co-create with others who want to live from that place, really tune into the collective magic that we create together. I invite you to join me next week. It'll all be a gift offering the next week. And then if you want to be part of the 10-week series, where we're really going to be working on things together, doing movements, collective movements together, practicing what we can do to be in right relationship with others, like statements and movements that can really help us be more alive and present in this life, in this world. And in this, I'm really calling in, so there will be a 10-week series, and in addition to that, if you want to mentor with me and you want to really learn these tools and then bring them into the world and share them with others in your practices and your family, if you really just want to get embedded in, like entrained in it, you're going to be part of the series, and then there'll be additional parts that you do. So there's a series, there's 2 one-day workshops coming in, all online, and there's the mentorship, which is an extra part of the series if you want to actually learn these practices and take them into your world, like if you want to actually be a facilitator of many of these tools. So that's what I'm offering. It's all happening right away, and I'm doing a video because there's so much happening that it's better to give it to you this way. So if you know you want to work with me, you feel this invitation to really cultivate the natural magic and your innate powers. I often hear the word superpowers, and that's a way of conceptualizing them. But your innate powers are actually, you're here. Your magic is here. It's never left. It's never left. And you are part of the co-creative magic of life. It's never left. Even when we're really fearful, we sometimes go into our trauma responses and into protective patterns, and that's okay, and it's totally natural to do that as well. And we have this capacity within us to create so much more. And I just want you to know that. I'm speaking that for myself, and to live it and to invite others into living it. Because these times are asking us to align with our deepest knowing, with our connection with spirit. Yeah, our connection with spirit, and to live from our hearts. So if you feel like you're ready for that and you want to play and learn these tools and really take them into any areas of your life, because when your relationship stuff clears up, everything can start to clear up. Your money stuff can clear up. all the patterns that are stuck can start to get healthier if you address these patterns. And from the place of compassion and that nothing's wrong, that everything's part of life. Not like trying to pretend things, but really living things and embodying things. This is my passion. This is what I've been doing all my life. This is what I'm here for. And doing it with others, like really letting our creative expression, our fullest expression, be here with others and creating it. Just like these little bitty flowers, the little bitty dandelion flowers, and the even smaller plantain flowers, which are really pretty. They're pink on the outside, and then they're white on the inside. So when they're closed, when they're buds, they're pink, and then they open and they're white with a little bit of yellow, and they're like opening to the sun, and there's a whole bunch of them. So I'm trying to stretch and not smush any of them. But they're in their fullest expression, right? They're blooming. They're in their fullest expression. It's springtime. We need all of us in our fullest expression, activated in our innate powers that are here for these times, and really letting that light that flows in, letting the light that we are flow through the life that we are, and bless and create in this world. So if you want to join me on Monday. I'll be sending out a Zoom link for that. And for Monday and Wednesday and Friday, it'll be the same Zoom link. And I'll also be posting it on a Facebook group that you can join us on. And mark your calendar, April 14th, Wednesday at 11, 11 to 11 a.m. Pacific, so 1 p.m. Central and all the other time zones. We'll be doing, the class starts, and the series starts, and it'll be amazing. Like, this is coming through. This is this next level channeling, and it's coming through. It's like saying, Gwendolyn, get it out there, and I'm here. I'm getting it out there. And thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. If you're watching this, then you're connected, and I love you, and I'm really grateful that we're all here, and I recognize how precious that is. Yeah, so much love and blessings.